So, it's been a while since I uploaded my last shiny hunt video, but that is because I wanted to make one big one. So I thought, why not take an impressive sounding number and give myself the challenge to catch 100 shinies. While most of these were coin Pokemon Scarlet, I did try and get some variety, so for number 1 we go to Pokemon Heartgold, and some good old soft resetting later, we get a shiny Eevee from Bill. For number 2 we go to Pokemon Shield and the Dynamax Adventuring. This is a game mode where you battle Dynamax Pokemon with a random hired Pokemon. It can sometimes be frustrating because the other 3 NPCs aren't always the brightest, and at the end of the adventure you can encounter a legendary Pokemon. So all in all, pretty cool game mode by itself. But you know what makes it even cooler? Increased shiny odds. Yes, you heard that right. All Pokemon that you catch in this game mode have a 1 in 100 chance of being shiny if you have the shiny charm. And that includes those sweet legendaries. You catch the legendary at the end, check if it's shiny or not, and then you just don't choose the legendary if it's not shiny, and you can encounter it again and again until it finally shines. Somehow this all flew over my head when I first played Pokemon Shield, so unfortunately I caught some of the legendaries already, but I did manage to find myself my very first Dynamax shiny, Entei. The next bunch of shinies come from Legends Arceus. Number 3 is Buizel. Number 4 we have a starter Pokemon, Chimchar. Number 5 I didn't even notice was shiny until I went back to the Professor, Starly. I freaked out with number 6 because I didn't see which Petilil was the shiny one, but I somehow managed to catch the right one. Then next up I found shiny Toxicroak. And my last Legends Arceus shiny, a good one at that, shiny Hisuian Zoroark, bringing our total up for 8 at the moment. On to Pokemon Scarlet for the bunch of the shinies. First up, Antique Shiny Sinistea. You can get this one pretty easily now, as you can find outbreaks for the antique form, and same goes for Artisan Poltergeist. You can also find the Artisan outbreaks. But I did also catch a phony shiny Sinistea and a counterfeit shiny Poltergeist, just to get both forms, and I evolved the fake ones into Poltergeist and Sinistcha respectively. Then I did an AFK hunt to get shiny Applin. You basically just make a dragon encounter and shiny sandwich, position yourself between these 2 trees and let Miraidon or Koraidon knock them down, and when a shiny one appears they will stop attacking it. Then I probably came across one of the luckiest random encounters I will ever have, a female shiny Salandit. Pokemon then organized their first ever outbreak event, Moon Viewing Party, so I got myself a shiny one. Around Halloween they organized their second outbreak event, here I caught a Phantomp and a Drifloon. Then I decided I wanted all of the evolutions, so I tracked down a Glacian outbreak and found myself a shiny one. Then Flareon as well. Leafeon was pretty difficult to spot. The Pokemon Company then released their Eevee Everywhere event, the ideal opportunity to complete my shiny evolutions. So for the missing Eevees, here are shinies 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I kept one Eevee to stay as an Eevee and evolved the other 4 into Umbreon, Espeon, Jolteon and Sylveon, as I already owned the Vaporeon. To stay in the theme of outbreak events during Christmas, there was one for Delibird with increased shiny odds, so you know I snagged myself one. Around New Year there was a new outbreak event with increased chances to have marks for Dratini, Yanmo and Duraludon. I caught myself 2 shiny Dratinis because I already had one and evolved one into Dragonair and one into Dragonite. Then I caught myself 3 Yanmo, 1 to stay as a Yanmo and 2 to evolve into Hakamo and Como. And then over in Terrarium I caught myself 2 Duraludon and evolved one into Archaludon. I didn't really care for the Pokeball outbreak except for the Hisuian Voltorb, so I caught 2 and evolved one into Hisuian Electrode. For the next outbreak, they actually made it possible to hunt the Violet exclusives, Gulpin and Clauncher. I caught 2 of each and evolved Gulpin into Swalot and Clauncher into Clawitzer. I also hunted the Scarlet exclusive Stunky, caught 2 and evolved 1 into Skunk Tank. Skrelp will be for another time. Then there was the most recent outbreak event for the golden Pokemon that did again have higher shiny odds. I already have the Shinx line complete, so I caught 2 Rellers and evolved 1 into Rapska. 1 Magikarp because I already own a shiny Gyarados and I didn't need 2. And lastly 2 Varooms and I evolved 1 into Reveroom. Next hunt was for a shiny Minior. You cannot actually see the shiny, so to find one I found a Minior outbreak, defeated 60 and then turned off autosave and hard saved. Then I defeated all of the remaining Minior from the outbreak, and when I didn't find a shiny one I just reset my game and I would start right off at the moment that I defeated those initial 60 and kept going until I found my shiny one. I encountered a random shiny Esper and I saw that as a sign to find its shiny evolution Meowstic. But after finding the male version I also wanted to find the female version, so now I have the entire family. Then I kept my eye out for outbreaks of Pokemon I found cool. That's how I caught myself 2 Cranidos and evolved 1 into Rampharados. Then I tried my luck with shiny Dunsparce twice, but unfortunately did not evolve into 3-segment forms. Then I hunted Feebas and again caught 2, so could evolve 1 into Milotic. Then I saw a Flygon outbreak and I didn't hesitate to catch this cool specimen. I found this pink bug that looked cool. A shiny Claw. After that I found shiny Porygon. I specifically wanted a male Pyroar, so I found an outbreak for it. Then someone left a discolored piece of sushi on the ground. Shiny Toucanon. I caught 2 Vulpixes, so could evolve 1 into Ninetales. And lastly, I caught this cute looking Wooper. And on to random encounters: a Alolan Executor, Alolan Grimer, Banette, Bramblin, Bronzong, Bruxish, Buizel, Chansey, Glimora, Gogoat, Koffing, Lapras, Litleo, Litwick, Luxio, Mudbray, Pikipek, Poochyena, Psyduck, Rockruff, Scraggy, Slakoth not once but twice, so I evolved 1, Slugma, Spinarak, Spoink, Squawkabilly, Tauros, Tentacool, Toucanon again, Trapinch again not once but twice, Wetrell, and from Pokemon Violet number 100 Shinx. And an honorable mention, this uncatchable shiny little block from the Blueberry quests. There we go, 100 shiny Pokemon. Thank you for watching.